Hey everybody, this is Kevin. I'm here for another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle on the ranked ladder. The new season started. This is a game I did a couple days ago, Sunday morning. I wasn't able to record audio live because my wife was watching TV and my kid was playing and everybody was just having fun, hanging out in the family room, doing their own thing. But we're playing in the new format where they've banned the most popular Pokemon from the previous season. I still have my rain team. I took out the two Pokemon that I had that were banned, which were Rillaboom and Dragapult. I've replaced those with Duraludon and Shiinotic. I'm hoping Shiinotic gives me that grass coverage. It also gives me spore coverage. And Duraludon gives me a decent special attacker that has some pretty decent bulk, but I haven't had a good chance to use Duraludon, so I'm hoping that I can this battle. These the ranks reset, and there are new Pokemon to use, so I'm trying to get back into things. Past couple of weeks I haven't really been able to play much, so hopefully I can get back into the swing of things. This opponent leads with... I just spaced out, forgot his name. Gigalith, I think it is. I feel like I'm making that up. Anyways, he has Sandstream and he has the Corsola, which I lead with Politoed and Kingdra. Because Politoed is faster, he gets his sand up. Regardless, I'm still faster. I don't need the Swift Scent one. So I decide to Dynamax Kingdra, and I'm going to go for my max move that sets up the rain. I doubled up. I made a mistake and doubled up, but it ends out working for me. I should have known that I would get the knockout with a single hit, but I went ahead and doubled up the... Alright, I do get the knockout, and then my Scald goes into Corsola. Corsola is very bulky. It does decent damage, but then he goes for an Amnesia. He knows that I have two special attackers out, so this becomes annoying. So he comes out with Silvally. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. I haven't watched the anime to hear how they say that, but I didn't quite know how to respond to that because I've never fought one. I had an idea of what he could have done, so I decided to target him. I know I'm not going to take out the Corsola, so I figure take out the Silvally, however it's pronounced. I knock it out with a single hit. Life Orb boosted, Hydro Pump, and the rain. That was enough to take it out. I did go for Icy Wind just in case I didn't take it out, so I could ensure speed control. His Corsola uses Amnesia again. He's going to try to be able to just take whatever I throw at him, so... he's down 2, and I still have 4 of my Pokemon. One more turn of Dynamax. He brings out Hydreigon. I know I'm going to have trouble with that, so I go for the Icy Wind because it's super effective and it reduces his speed. I go for the Max Wormwind, hoping that I can get a knockout. My opponent goes for the Dynamax with the Hydreigon. And this is where things get a little interesting. I assumed that I would be faster and I would either take him down completely or take him down to, you know, the bare minimum. I don't quite take him out in one shot. So he gets the attack drop. I'm figuring that my Icy Wind will take him out. He returns with his own Max Worm Wind, and Kingdra survives with a single HP. That's pretty clutch. Kingdra held on. Icy Wind does go ahead and get the knockout though. So he's down 3 and I still have all 4 of my Pokemon. This Corsola is going to need a miracle for anything to happen. So I see he has the Strength Sap. I know he's going to try to stall me out. Which I'm not against people who stall. I've played a few stall games before, but I don't think that he's going to be able to win this one. Because at best, he could just get me down to a single Pokemon and run the clock out, hoping that it's just 1-to-1 and he has more HP. I think that's what he wanted. So I use Hurricane, hoping to get the confusion. You see after multiple amnesias, barely does anything. And then Curse Body disables it. Life Orb takes me out, so now I'm down 1. He's down 3. Scald in the rain doesn't do anything. I was hoping to get a burn. I did not get the burn. And then he burns me. He's clearly playing a stall game. So Politoed's on a timer now. It's going to take a while for him to get knocked out by that burn, but he hasn't revealed any direct damage dealing moves yet. So I figure I'm going to go into Grimmsnarl, and I'm going to taunt so that he can't engage in any shenanigans. And I'm just going to try to lock him down. So go for the Scald and the taunt. Grimmsnarl does his job, gets the taunt off, so he can't use attack moves anymore. Scald doesn't do anything. Still fishing for a crit or a burn, and he's trying to do Strength Sap. So Curse Body takes out my Scald. I don't want to deal with that, and I do need the Rain Up if I want my Scald to do any kind of damage. So I withdraw the Politoed, and I figure he's taunted. He can't do anything crazy to mess with me. Bring in Shiinotic, put him to sleep, cycle between sleep and taunt. Try to lock him down. Make him realize that it's hopeless and he can't win. Go for Spirit Break because he went for the amnesias. Spirit Break does decent damage, but Curse Body disables Spirit Break. So now I can't do anything with Grimmsnarl. Fortunately, confusion sets in and he hurts himself. So I go ahead and I click on Spore, and after I realize I can't use Taunt anymore, I'm sorry, Spirit Break anymore, and he's already taunted, I switch out. So he goes to sleep. He shook off the taunt. He's asleep now. So I decide to Moonblast. And I believe I go for a... I switch back to Grimmsnarl because I want to keep him taunted. I don't want him to wake up and, you know, get some recovery back. So Shinotic does the Moonblast. He has multiple amnesias up, so it doesn't do much damage. And I just keep chipping away. Go ahead and taunt him just in case he wakes up. So he's asleep and he's taunted. So I'm just going to keep chipping away. And our opponent cancels, so I think he realized he couldn't outstall me. So I take a moment, I look at my opponent's team. He has the sand, he has silk scarf. I was trying to figure out what he was going to do because I've never battled one of these before. He had explosion, which that was kind of interesting. I guess he was going to try to use that with Corsola to get the knockout on me. See if he could take out two of my Pokemon at once. And he only had Nightshade, that was his only direct damage move, so. Kind of surprised he didn't bring Urshifu. He had a Muscle Band. And then he had Snorlax with the Belly Drum. And that was the Gigantamax Snorlax as well. So I'm going to cut out the search for my other opponent. I believe oh no, I find one instantly. Alright, so this team, fighting a couple, see another Silvally, and we see a Dracozolt. I haven't battled a Dracozolt before, so I figured go ahead, stick with what I know, lead with Politoed. Kingdra is probably my best bet for coverage, because he does have a Fairy type. And I want to bring in Kingdra and Duraludon, because Duraludon's steel typing would be able to hopefully resist that. Doesn't quite work out the way I anticipated, but we'll see how this plays out. So going into battle number 2. He leads with Primarina and Silvally. I get my Rain. Nothing I have is super effective against this Silvally. I haven't really, because I don't battle these often, I can't tell by the head crest which memory he might be holding. He doesn't resist anything that I have, but he also isn't super effective, so I actually have a couple that I've trained. I kind of want to actually use him. I just haven't gotten around to giving them the movesets that they need to be viable. Go ahead with the Dynamax. Try to get the. I got a one-hit KO on it last match. I'm going to try the same thing, and we see that I do get the one-hit KO. So we see he uses Pledge. Sovlai can learn Grass Pledge. So it looks like he was trying to create this swampy terrain on my side, but fortunately he goes down and he just gets a Grass Pledge off, so it doesn't do much damage. And I go ahead and I get the Icy Wind to try to get my speed control, just in case the weather changes. Alright, he sends out a Bisharp. I'm expecting a Sucker Punch or something. I go for the Scald on him, figuring that he can't really knock me out, but I'm going to take some damage anyways. So I choose to do a Max Whirlwind because I figured get my speed up and I don't think that he can knock me out. Yeah, he could go for a fairy type move. Let's see what he does. So he protects. My Scald doesn't connect. Max Airstream does not do much damage at all. Primarina is very specially defensive, so I was hoping just get the speed boost, let Politoed attack first. So it goes for the Max Starfall. Kingdra survives. But now he gets the Misty Terrain up, so my Dragon type moves are going to do less damage. I have speed control, so I can come out swinging, but I'm still afraid of a Sucker Punch. So I opt for a Scald. No, I did Helping Hand, and then I did... Okay, I did a Helping Hand max. I figured I was gonna lose Kingdra, go down swinging, do as much damage to the Primarina as I possibly can. Even with a Helping Hand, that's not much damage, but I didn't really have much of a choice. I could have probably tried to knock out the Bisharp. But I kind of took a gamble. I was afraid of a Sucker Punch. I took a gamble hoping that maybe he didn't. So he reveals he has a Grass type move. He changes the terrain. So this opponent's all about controlling the terrain, whereas I control the weather. Alright, so I'm down 1, he's down 1. I decide to bring in Duraludon because I think I bring in Duraludon. Yes, because I don't think he has anything that could one-shot me. And Duraludon does have the Assault Vest. So I decide to go for Thunder. I'm hoping to knock out the Primarina. I'm hoping that because it's super effective and I am maxed out on, I believe I'm maxed out on special attack with him. So go for the Scald. I get the burn, so Bisharp is not very scary. Unfortunately, Thunderbolt does not get the knockout. He reveals Brick Break. However, because of the burn, doesn't take that much damage. But then he doubles up with a Max Starfall. And Duraludon does not have a very high special defense, so unfortunately Duraludon falls. Alright, so I'm down 2, he's down 1. His Primarina is on its last leg, and his Bisharp is burned. I don't feel bad about the position I'm in right now. He's out of Dynamax. So. I go for a Scald, and then I go for a Giga Drain on the Primarina. I was expecting that I would take some damage. He withdraws Primarina. He was probably anticipating the... He was probably anticipating what I was going to do. Because of the Icy Winds, I am faster. So I managed... And... No, I had the Max Airstream, so I am faster, so I got the Scald off. So I don't get much damage off. I don't think Dracozolt can do anything to Shiinotic, so I'm going to let Shiinotic do what Shiinotic does, and I'm going to try to put something to sleep. So he's probably thinking Politoed looks pretty vulnerable right now, so I go for the Protect. And I figure he's going to try to take out Politoed. This is my chance to take out Primarina. He goes for a Bolt Beat directly into Politoed, and then he doubles up on the Politoed. I guess he really wanted to knock him out. Giga Drain takes out Primarina. So now he's down 3, I'm down 2. I'm in a very good position right now. Politoed, I don't want a chance to double protect, so I figure let's go ahead, Icy Wind for speed control, and Moonblast. I figure instead of sporing him to put him to sleep, I figured let's just try to clinch the win right now. Because he doesn't have anything, at least I don't think he has anything that's super effective against Shiinotic. So I figured if I don't take him out now, I can put him to sleep and then Strength Sap next turn. Alright, Icy Wind does decent damage, slows him down, reduces his speed by 1. He goes for Bolt Beak and Politoed. Politoed does go down. Alright, Shiinotic does the Moonblast. Moonblast is not enough to take him out. Alright. So I was hoping with doubling up I would knock him out, but I don't think he has anything super effective against me. I know that this Moonblast is going to take him out. So I go for the Moonblast. He reveals Aerial Ace. I did not expect that. But fortunately, Moonblast takes him down, so I get the victory. Aerial Ace was a little scary, so good job on my opponents. They put up some pretty good fights. I hope everybody enjoyed that. So we'll see you next time, and stay out of trouble.